Hey everyone, it's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know. I'm so sorry. I have to figure out a way how to balance YouTube with my first year, well, now second year of college, since my first year got cut short. We're not gonna talk about that. I just hope everyone is staying safe during this whole corona pandemic. It is so crazy. Social distancing, people. Social distancing, please. Like, it's already ruined my birthday. Oh my gosh. But now that that's out the way, I am back and I am thriving and ready to bring back some more fun, exciting content for you guys. Honestly, I haven't really been going anywhere because, I mean, I've been quarantined in my house just like everybody else. So I thought, why not do an eyebrow tutorial? So if you guys would like to know how I achieve these beautiful brows, just stick around and keep on watching. Okay guys, so before I do anything to my brows at all, before I put any type of product near them, I'm gonna go ahead and shape up these bad boys first. I actually don't have a lot to do to them today because I did touch them up a little bit yesterday. I try to shape them at least every other week just for, you know, just natural care. To do that, I like to take my eyebrow razor along with these little scissors, the ones that come in like the little manicure kits. Both of these items are really cheap. You can get them both at like a Dollar Tree, a Walmart for like $1 or less. So I'm going to go ahead and brush my eyebrows with my e.l.f. spoolie. This is the duo spoolie. It has a spoolie on one end and then the little retractable eyebrow pencil on the other end. Like I said a little bit earlier in the video, I don't need to do that much to my brows today because I did shape them up a little bit yesterday. I like to take my spoolie and I like to just brush my brows straight up like that, and do that to both sides. And you see how these hairs here are like longer than the rest? Those are the hairs I like to cut off with the scissors. I just go in the direction of my brow and just cut those hairs off. So after I brush them up, I go ahead and go in with the scissors and I just cut straight across like this. And make sure that you are following the direction of your natural brow and your natural arch, because if you don't, then you're gonna mess them up. Also, if it's not perfect, don't worry about it because I'm gonna go back over them and get a more precise shaping when I start to use the razor. So that's why I don't worry too much about how they look right now after I just use the scissors, because I know I'm gonna go back in with the razor in a few minutes to do that. And then once I do that, I like to brush my brows down like this to also get these excess hairs off. Go right in again with the scissors and just cut those off like the top. So once I feel like I have a pretty good, I guess, I don't know what to call it. Once I feel like I have them pretty well shaped for now, I just brush my brows out like normal as I would if I were starting to fill them in. So just go ahead and brush your brows out normally. And then if you still see hairs that are longer than the rest of your natural hairs, that's fine, because now we're gonna go ahead and go in with our eyebrow razor and shave those hairs down. Always start with a fresh, clean eyebrow razor. You can get all types of bacteria and infections all because of this little thing, so make sure you start off with a clean razor. We're just gonna go down like this, and make sure you take your time with this, because although this may not feel very sharp, you can still easily cut yourself and you can still, you know, mess up your brows. So make sure you're taking the step nice and slow. And once I get to my arch area, I normally like to lift up my brow like this, just because I feel like it gives me, you know, like more control. Most times when I go to the bottom, I like to flip the razor and go upwards and shade like that, because when I go down like this on my bottom, I feel like I can't see my brow at all, because, you know, if you're doing this, you're not gonna be able to see your brow. Whereas if you're doing it like this, you're able to see what you're doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for the bottom. And same thing when I get to the arch, I still like to lift it up. Towards the front of my brow, sometimes I do like to shave the front. I'll just go like this for either side. And just do that. And then once I'm almost pretty much done with that, I just like to brush it out again to make sure I didn't miss any extra hairs that I feel need to just come off at that point. And like, see, just this, like, I feel like a nicely shaped brow just makes your brows look so much better. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same with my next brow. Now let me tell you guys something. This brow right here, this is my right brow. We have issues. We have trust issues, okay? Me and my homegirl on the left, we're tight. We're like this. She is like perfect all the time, and she has like a way higher arch than this one does over here. But I feel like my brows didn't always used to be like that, and I don't know when or why that changed. I don't know. Whenever I'm doing my brows, my left one, I feel like I'm not the only person. I feel like everybody has that one eyebrow that just looks so much better. It looks bomb no matter what versus the other. So I like to take my time on this one. Okay, she's not looking that bad. So now that my brows are all shaped, now I'm ready to start filling in. Whoa. So to fill in my brows, I like to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony. Just kidding, dark brown. I always mess that up. So I'm gonna go in with the shade dark brown, not ebony. And I like to take this angled makeup brush right here. This brush actually came from Amazon. I got it in a brush set of like 13 or 15 brushes, and they've been doing me justice for a while. So yeah, so I've been using this as my eyebrow brush for a while. And I'm also going to use this flat brush right here. I believe this is an e.l.f. brush, but don't quote me, because whatever it was, it's wiped off because I've had this brush for so long as well. And for concealer, I like to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shades Fawn and Toffee. Start filling in, I like to go ahead and just brush my brows out like normal, because I always like to brush my brows whenever I start something new with them. It just gives me, like, you know, a clean slate. I'm gonna go ahead and dip my brush in the pomade. I don't like to take too much product when I'm doing this, because my brows are very thick, so it does not take a lot of product for me to fill them in at all. Like, if I use too much product, I'm going to look like a clown, and I don't want that. That phase is long gone. And when I fill them in, I don't start at the tip. I like to start like right here, like a quarter of the way back, like in the middle. And once I reach the front, I use the lightest hand as possible. Like that. You can see, you can barely see that. And just because I feel like that also helps when you're blending it out, that also helps me to get, you know, get that gradient effect for your brow. And then once I go towards the back, I like to pick up on the product and make it a little bit darker. Like that. And same thing for the top. I don't start right at the very beginning of my brow. I start like a little bit back towards the middle of it. Since this eyebrow right here, like I said, has like a natural high arch, I just need to follow that arch all the way down. I don't really need to, you know, make my arch any higher. Alright, so once my brow is outlined on the top and the bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and dip back in and go ahead and dip back into my product just so I can, you know, fill the rest of it in. And when I do that, I don't touch the front area of my brow anymore. I just take any extra product and then just bring that to the front. But when I'm working on the front of my brow, I don't need to use any more product. I'm gonna go ahead and start on my next one. To make sure that your brows are sisters and that they match perfectly, because I know that can be very hard to do sometimes. Wherever my line starts on the bottom, I like to use that as like my little placeholder. So I'll just put my brush here and then just drag it straight across and put a little mark there to know that that's where I don't need to go any higher, any lower for my brows to be even. So I like to use this and then start that off as my brow. Because my right brow doesn't have as high of an arch as my left one, you see this arch is here, whereas my left one's up here, so it's just a tiny bit lower. I like to just draw in that arch a little bit higher, no higher than this one, so that it still looks natural. And if you mess up like I just did right there, it's okay because we're gonna use concealer anyways. I need to buy some more of this because it's been a while since I've stocked up. I know they look a little crazy right now, especially a girly right here, but they're gonna come together. I like to just brush to even out the product all through my brow. Do that on both sides. And then once I'm ready to blend out the front, I just like to, you know, brush it like that. Not too harsh because there still is going to be product on your spoolie. So it's easy to make the front of your brow harsh. And this is what's gonna give it that nice gradient effect in the front. Just taking your spoolie and just brushing your brows out like this in the front. To start concealing and sharpening up my brows, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that with that black brush I showed you guys earlier. I just like to squeeze a little bit of it out and apply that under my eyebrow. We like for it to be very sharp and clean. So that will make your brows look amazing. Trust me. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the shade Toffee, and I'm going to go ahead and conceal the top of both of my brows. I'm still gonna follow my natural arch where I outlined that at with the pomade. And I'm gonna go ahead and follow that natural arch all the way down to the tail of my brow. See, with my right brow, when I like, you know, fix her up some, then she gets on my good side. I have a love-hate relationship with my right eyebrow. Like, I just want everybody to know that I have a love-hate relationship with my right eyebrow. And when she looks that good, I don't even want to touch her anymore. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my damp beauty blender, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend out this concealer on my brows. And you don't want to do this too hard because you don't want to look like you wiped away, you know, your makeup, because that'll, you'll look kind of crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the exact same thing to the top of my brows. Go ahead and blend out that concealer at the top. Yes! Because these right here are some beautiful brows, honey. When your brows are on point, like, your whole mood just like skyrockets, at least for me, because I know when my brows are on point, oh my gosh, you can't tell me nothing. But anyways, once I'm done cleaning up my brows, I like to go ahead and brush them out one more time to make sure that I get the product evenly distributed all over my brow. Most times I would use my brow gel, but I don't have any more right now. But an alternative for that is Vaseline. I have used Vaseline before plenty of times, and it does work for getting your brow hairs, you know, set in place. So that is a good alternative. If you don't have brow gel, you can use Vaseline and put it on a spoolie and just, you know, brush through your brows like that. So yeah, everyone, that's all there is to it. This is my go-to brow routine. This is my everyday brow look. My brow look I do when I'm doing a full face of makeup, no makeup type of look, anything. These are the brows that I will have on. I really hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys next time for more fun and exciting content. Bye!